Welcome, guys. It's another episode of the Neutral Corner. It's the Master Aficionado, Danny Glover, and also is proudly sponsored by Treasure Boxing Club.
With the one and only Big Lex.
And today, we've got a special and unique guest in today. He is the former British and European 100 and 4 by relay track star, James Ellington. Welcome, guys. It's another episode of the Neutral.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me, bro.
What's going on, brother? Thanks for coming on.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Good to finally get you on here. We've been trying for a while. Was trying to get you on originally before the Olympics finished, but obviously you had obligations, stuff like that. But it's good to finally get you on here.
It's good to be here, man.
Yeah, man. So how you been? What you been up to lately?
Been good, bro. I've been enjoying the summer.
Yeah.
You know, retired life. I retired last year, innit?
Okay.
So
Like, you wouldn't tell. You're seeing them pictures on the gram.
I have to. Once an athlete, always an athlete.
Yeah, I like that. I like
just
that.
been enjoying retired life for the last year. You get me? So yeah, training still, but not competing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love that. So yeah, as we're doing a bit of a, summer Olympic, and obviously you're different type of, normally have sort of like fighters and stuff like that on, but yeah, gonna let people know more about you, know your journey, your story, past, present, future. So yeah, we like to start from the beginning, let everyone know where you're from and also your background.
Cool. So born and raised in Southeast London, Lewisham.
Blueborough.
That's it. Lewisham Hospital. First, 5-6 years of my life, I was in Catford. Then moved over to Bellingham. And then I spent my childhood in Bellingham. Went to Forest Hill Boys Secondary School.
So what primary and infant school did you go?
So infants, I went Whole Beach in Catford.
Okay.
And then primary school, I was in Worsley Bridge in Beckenham.
Okay.
So
I think that's near my old primary school, Alexandra.
I'm not too sure.
It's in Beckenham as
It's
well.
like, you know where like Lower Sydenham train station is?
Yeah.
And then Worsley Bridge Road is just up the road from there.
Yeah, near Green Chain Walk.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I know where that is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you said you moved on to Forest Hill Boys.
Yeah,
That's
Forest
obviously
Hill
where you
Boys.
met me.
Exactly, yeah. Forest Hill Boys.
Yeah.
Big up Forest Hill. So went there for secondary school.
You didn't go Sedgwick?
Nah, see, I was supposed to go to Sedgwick,
Yeah.
yeah, but because that was where obviously that was the catchment area.
Yeah.
All my brethren in the area went Sedgwick. But yeah, applying for Sedgwick, parents was a bit late, innit? So by the time they applied, they was like, nah.
No more
I was like,
spaces.
what? Forest Hill. So I was like, all right, cool, Forest Hill. All right, let's make it work, innit? So I ended up going Forest Hill Boys.
Yeah. Because I got there in year 8. And it was funny how me and you actually started talking because it was one of those ones. But back in the day, everyone used to talk about, my dad could beat up your dad.
Yeah.
My dad. That's how we started talking. Like, do you know who my dad is? And he's like, do you know who my dad is? And he's like, ask your dad about so. Ask your dad. We asked our dads, and they actually used to roll together.
Oh, yeah.
In a gang. So
Oh,
it was
flip
weird.
me.
So it's mad. And then we had become friends like that.
Yeah,
Mm,
so
that's
Yeah, it's very interesting. So how did you find school life though?
yeah, it was school life. I mean, school to me was trying to have fun, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially in Forest Hill, it weren't really, I don't think at the time when we was there were some good teachers, but I think it was probably not one of the best
Schools.
kind of generations that we was there, you get me? So
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but yeah, it was just, for me, it was just kind of go there, get through the day, have fun with your friends, and then go home, innit? So yeah, it's school, innit?
Yeah. So then what was it like around like Bellingham and stuff growing up around there? What was
It was fun around there, you know. It's because it's a big estate, but it's like housing estate, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's just like back then anyway. Kids out playing every day, innit? So you just get home from school, take off your uniform outside.
That's mad you say that, because I was just saying that to my son. I was like, in my day, my mum had to beat me to come back in the house. Now you got to get these kids out the house.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I drive around there sometimes and there's no kids.
They're all on these screens.
It's bad. It's bad. It's not good. It's not good at all.
Yeah. So then what was it like growing up? So obviously your dad's like a very known, and he seems like he would be quite of a disciplinarian growing up. So what was that like? Like how's he like?
First, where was your parents from?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So my mum's actually Canadian. She was born in Canada.
Oh, okay.
And she moved over here when she was little with her mum. And my dad's family, obviously Jamaican, not obviously, but Jamaican background. Obviously.
You know, man, it's obvious.
It's
obvious.
I saw yesterday Caribbean flags. And a lot of them people in school, they used to lie. They didn't.
One old Jamaican.
Suriname, all these fancy flags. Like, hold on, these are all from downtown Kingston. So it was good to see. So okay.
Yeah.
So what was it like growing up with your mum and dad in like them times?
Well, I mean, to be honest, I was outside, innit?
Okay.
Like, I had obviously discipline, to an extent, but yeah, I was outside playing, man. I was outside, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so then how did you get into athletics? Was there like a family member who did it before, or was it you watching on TV?
So do you know what? The first time I saw athletics, I remember seeing it. I was about 3 years old, and I was watching the Olympics, 1988, Seoul Olympics, and I saw Linford Christie, all them people in there, innit? And I was like, I don't know what it was. I was like, I want to do that. I didn't even know I was fasting because I was free, innit? But then obviously you go to infant school, nursery, primary, whatever, and then you find out what you've got physically, and I was able to run fast. So every year, it's like sports day was the highlight. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was looking every year, sports day. And then when I got to about 11 or 12, I was like, I want to like join a club, innit? So my mum took me down to Ladywell, started doing bits and pieces there. But then even when I was going to train, it was a bit like school at first. When I was going to training, the training was boring, innit? So I'd get to train at Crystal Palace now, and I'll just run off and I'd be running around climbing stuff. I'm not even training. My mum would drop me there, and I'm just cutting around Crystal Palace doing mad stuff. And then it wasn't until I got entered into a competition, national championships. I was like, all right, cool, let me compete, and I won it. I was like, won the nationals as a 14-year-old indoors. So I was like,
What was your time?
So I ran at the time. It was indoor 200 meters. I ran like 23.1 seconds, and for the 60 meters, I ran like 7.3 or 7.2 or something.
How old was you?
13.
So at that time, how quick do you think you could have done the 100? Just
Probably about
approximately.
11. I don't know. Probably about 11.5 or 11.6.
Oh, okay. Because what it is, my brother used to sprint, and I was like, I'm interviewing a boxer today.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, when he was 15, he could do 11.3.
Okay.
But he broke his leg and he never continued sprinting after that.
Right.
But I was like, that's slow though, man. But he was like, I was only 14.
Yeah. That's good. 11.3 at 14 is good still.
Okay, yeah, I'll tell him that still. I'll make his day.
So I remember I don't know, you must still hold the school record, right?
Of course, man.
I remember at sports day at Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Because obviously we was the same house as well, Shackleton, so it was very advantageous. So I remember he blew and it went boom, and he's like, "Hey, the school record!" He was going mad. So I'm thinking, I don't know anyone who sprints in our schools, though, like even though it's an academy now, but I can imagine you still must.
I must have it because them times I was running there were fast nationally, you get me? So I mean, I ain't heard of anyone coming out of Forest still.
Nah, especially if these kids are on their game too much.
Yeah,
they ain't got the legs.
Yeah, no, some of them might even have it, but they won't find out.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. You're not even realising you've got talent. You know what I mean?
So then, because I remember you used to train down Ladywell as well with that boy from Crown Woods.
Neil.
Yeah. So what was it like when you first actually got down? Do you remember like your first day when you entered into the vicinity?
What, into the competitions?
No, into the like track thing for training. Like, What was it like when you walked in, you're the new guy?
Yeah, I mean, the first proper group in Crystal Palace when I started training, they had like, I was a kid in it, so they had older kids that were doing stuff, like they were known in athletics. I was fresh, I didn't really know about it. But I kind of knew that, like, that's my man, he's run this and he's run for the country. And I'm thinking, rah, like these brothers are serious, innit? So straight away I was wanting to be with them so I can run faster, innit, and train well.
Yeah.
And yeah, every year I'll just be picking them off. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was good. Good.
So then, do you remember like your first competition, like as a youth, is it junior or youth?
I mean, yeah, junior, innit?
Yeah.
So I mean, so it would have been that nationals. That was the first big competition.
Okay.
But like representing the country, my first competition would have been major competition would have been the European Championships in 2003. I was 17 years old.
Yeah.
So I went there to represent the country in the 200 meters. I was the youngest in the age group at the time as well, but I made the final. I came 5th. I did all right. And that was kind of where I was thinking, all right, cool. I need to stick at this, because 17 is the age where things can go a bit left, and you just kind of get, or just get into normal life. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, all right, boom, I've got something. I need to hang on to it. So that kind of restricted me on a weekend and stuff when some of my friends were going on mad ones.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you that as well. Like, how did you like stay away from temptations of not going to a particular life and sticking with your sprinting? It
was just that. It was that. I enjoyed the winning the competition more than what was going to happen on the weekend.
Because I know you must have got some brethren like, yeah, let's roll, man.
Yeah,
come,
let's 100%.
Yeah, sometimes you don't need to train,
places,
man.
But when it comes to the training, I was like, nah. Training's first, and all that's after. You know what I mean? I had a longer vision.
Yeah. Because I remember also then you went to Deptford campus, Lewisham College.
Yeah.
We was in the same
was rolling there together.
It was mad. It was actually mad. Yeah. Used to have to go Greg's and
I was like eating
money, licking bloomers sandwiches. It's tough times.
Allegedly.
Meal deals with that.
They dashed me out of there, you know.
Did they?
Yeah, because I had an argument. I don't know if there was some teacher I had an argument with her, and then her car got mashed up, and then I went back on Monday. I went back there. They just wouldn't let me in.
Oh, I know the teacher, the woman one.
Yeah.
I remember you said something to her. I can't even repeat it, but and that was I think that was the beginning of the
You got a good memory still.
Yeah, memory of an elephant. Yeah, so it was the beginning of the end. But I remember that. So then you entered then you got into the seniors, and then you entered and then you won the British title in was it 2011?
2012.
2012 and 2013, back to back. So what was that like preparing for that? And talk us through that whole journey.
Yeah, so that was obviously a very, very important year because it was the same year as the London Olympics, innit? Yeah. So the year before was kind of my breakthrough year, 2011. I opened up, I was running fast, beating a lot of the names that you'd know, Marlon Devonish, Christian Markham, people like that. And I came second at the trials that year, 2011, right? And I was like, all right, boom, that was my first team. A year later, like I said, 2012 was my first title, and it was the Olympic qualifying year. At the time, I didn't really have any money. I was coaching kids, like athletics, and then I was making bits of money where I could in it. And I was like, right, if I can get a sponsor so I can train full time, I know I'll be able to beat all these guys. So preparing for that 2012 year was a crazy one because I managed to get a sponsor. Sold my sponsorship rights on eBay. Got the money
that was quite a big thing. It was on the news and stuff. Yeah, I remember that in the papers.
Yeah, and then I had this pressure on me because I was sitting on the red couch on BBC saying, if I get this money, I'm going to be number one. But I've done that on purpose because like, if I put it out there, I'm going to kind of have to hold myself accountable.
Back myself,
Yeah, exactly. So preparing for that was a mad one because the whole season I was running up and down. I was tired coming into the championships, the national championships. Obviously, sponsors are watching now. People are watching. It's Olympic trials. I went through the heats and my body weren't feeling great. I qualified maybe 7th fastest, innit? I was thinking, rah, this is a problem. I need to get myself into gear, innit? But I knew I'd done the work. I knew physically I was capable. It was just my body weren't firing that day. Got ready for the final. That was the first competition, probably the only competition that I've done in my career where I wish I could rewind time a little bit, re-prepare, you know what I mean? But it was here, I was on the start line, on your marks, get set, the gun went, left the blocks, come around the corner, around the bend, couldn't see anyone. I was thinking, right, this is good, but I know the lactic's gonna kick in it, so just relax. Still couldn't see anyone, went through the line, still didn't see anyone. I was like, yo, 20.5, yeah. Place for the Olympics was booked, you got me? So I was like, yeah, this is good. And it was probably one of the best moments of my career because national champion and qualifying for the Olympics in your hometown in one setting, do you know what I mean? So, and then I just carried on from there.
Yeah, because I think, as you was talking about, you said the year before, in 2011, that was when you went to that mad place, Daegu,
South Korea.
Yeah. I've never even heard of that place, but So what was that? What was that like out there? Because
that was fun. That was a good championship. It was mad because obviously South Korea and you got North Korea, so we had fighter jets every day flying over. I'm thinking, out of all the places you want to put us in some ends where there could be missiles thrown on us, I'm thinking this is mad, right? So I was just thinking, all right, cool, whatever. But
if I go, I go.
Yeah. It was meant to be. And it was a good champs. It was fun. The food was dodgy out there though, because like when you have these big championships, world championships, Olympics, and all that, obviously you're catering for thousands of athletes. Yeah. But we're in South Korea, bro. Yeah. And I'm thinking,
get some fresh stuff.
A lot of fried chicken.
Yeah. Right, listen, I wish it was fried chicken. Yeah. They was in the village. I remember going there one day, and I was like, because I'd always see like food dashed in the bin, all the leftovers. And they had some lasagna thing in it, and I was baking it. I was like, I bet they just recycle the food that's been dashed away. I was cut into the thing. I'm seeing chips, carrots. I'm thinking, huh? Hold on, are they recycling the food? I was like, no.
That's like all inclusive stuff.
Oh, you'll hear the Jamaicans. That's when the whole thing started about them just eating McDonald's. It was there. That's where it started.
Oh,
because the only food that everyone was thinking safe is McDonald's, isn't it?
And that's saying something.
That's saying a lot, exactly. So yeah, it was mad at it, but fun.
Yeah. So then you said then you defended your title in 2013. So what mindset did you have where you're going into it thinking? Because obviously the pressure. Now you've done it year before. Everyone's looking at you. Yeah. You're the man to beat now. So then, was you able to defend your title? Because it's always easier to be the the hunter than the hunted.
Yeah, of course. So the year before when I won the title, 2012, I was with a coach at the time who, I'll openly say it now, he didn't know what he was doing.
Okay.
How did he get you?
Because I started training for him when I was young.
Okay.
But I was always putting the work in and I had talent. So if you do some sort of decent training with me, I would run fast. Do you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't consistent. It was up and down. So transitioning from 2012, the end of the Olympics, to 2013, I changed coaches, right? And I moved up to Loughborough, where the high performance centre is.
Okay, that near Birmingham kind of.
It's about 40 minutes from Birmingham. It's like Midlands, Leicester.
Yeah, Midlands in there.
It must be the same one. They're all training
Leicester. Yeah, they're boxers train up there.
Richard Riakporhe.
Yeah. So I was there and met one of the best sprints coaches in the world. So we didn't necessarily change or add, should I say, more volume into the training. It was more clamping down on the specifics.
More quality than quantity.
Yeah. So I really learned to hone my craft there, right? So going into the 2013 season, because I opened up fast that season as well. Suddenly I was in Diamond Leagues every weekend. For those who don't know what Diamond League is, it's like the athlete circuit of, you see the Formula One, every different, Diamond League, that's the athletics thing. So different
is that another way of getting bread and butter, best you could say?
Yeah. That's where the athletes, the good athletes make money.
Are they still, what's happening to gold bars? Because I remember they used to pay you lot in gold bars.
They used to do that. Yeah, they used to. Yeah. That was before my time. I was like, yo, you get a gold bar. That's bread now. Yeah. Then they started, when it changed to giving you some diamonds back. Come on, diamonds.
Diamonds, you know, diamonds you can't even sell.
Yeah, like that. No, you can, but it's not in the market. You can't tell me this weighs this and this. This is why a lot of these guys are getting got out here.
No, but I'm saying, say you pawn your jewelry.
Yeah,
they're telling you by the weight of the gold, innit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you just lose the whole thing.
Gold, you can say this gets you this. What diamonds? A man can come to you this.
Gold is gold, innit?
And he's giving you. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So
I started going. I was in the Diamond League every weekend, and I was running against obviously the best athletes in the world in the Diamond League. So you can't slack. So then 2013, because my mindset was different, I was in the Diamond Leagues, I was running at a higher standard. Going back to the national championships that year, I was like, this wasn't arrogance, it's in my head. I was like, none of these brothers should come near me. Because I've been running with
Diamond League
Jamaicans and the USA
Americans
every weekend and beating some of them. So that year, I went in with confidence. I was like, right, this is mine to lose. I shouldn't lose this. And it was quite easy. I ran 20.4, easing down. Should have run 20.2 really, but secured my title again. And then went on to, that was the qualification for the World Championships that year in Moscow.
Okay, yeah. And then, so you did that, and then another sort of landmark year was 2014, when you did that, was it that IAAF, the Europeans, yeah. So
European Championships 2014, and then after that was like the Intercontinental Cup. But we had the World Relays as well that year.
Yeah. But you see, what does the IAAF
stand for?
Yeah, what does it stand?
International Athletic Association Federation, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, and that's like a relay sort of title, is it?
No, it's just that's the organisation. IAAF, International Amateur Athletics.
It's like a track. It's a track meet kind of.
It's the federation. It's the governing body of athletics.
Okay.
It's now called World Athletics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then you went Glasgow, where you won the 2014.
We got a silver medal for the
European relays. So that was a very good year. Who was on your team that year? Do you remember?
God, I think so. I was in the heats of the Commonwealth Games, and then the final was Adam Jamili, Danny Talbot. I can't even remember who else, man. That's bad of me.
There you go. You based.
Hold on. Harry Akins.
Yeah.
And I think Richard Kilby, I think maybe. Yeah, I think it was them four.
Okay. And that was a very good year for you because you also won the bronze in that IAAF World Relays in Bahamas. So that must have been very, very nice.
Yeah, that was good still.
How was it out there in the Bahamas?
That was nice. They booked all of the athletes, well, pretty much most of the athletes up in the Atlantis Hotel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Atlantis, like, I know Dubai one, but the Bahamas one must be.
You know when he's smiling, he's like, it's all coming back, like.
A long way from the Korean food.
Yeah, long way. Food there was good.
See, this is another thing you're showing. There's other ways you can travel the world through, through work, through this. So, it's pros and cons of life, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, exactly. That's kind of what kept me in it, to be honest. Going from so young, traveling on a warm weather training camp and seeing like Portugal and I'm thinking, rah. And then I'm coming back to Bellingham and I'm thinking, yo. I was like, nah, I need to
no wonder man telling the man on the block, yo,
I was like, nah, I'm getting out of here. I'm sticking with this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what? It's funny you say that because you see areas like Bellingham, Sydenham, they're a bit like no man's land sort of areas. They're not, it's like, so it could be, it's that reality check when you're coming back to reality. Tired. And you're in those areas like, Bromley down.
Tired.
Bellingham.
It's tired.
Yeah, it's tired. And as you said, you go in Moscow, Bahamas, this place, that place. So, it's as you said, it's a good way for youths and children to see there is a world outside
100%
where they're currently living.
Yeah.
And then also you got a gold in Zurich, Germany, and
in Switzerland, yeah.
Oh, Zurich, Switzerland.
Oh yeah, Switzerland. Sorry, well, I don't know why I was speaking German.
Aficionado.
No. You know what it is?
He's saying the ram.
Too much ragga, man. And then you've done it, and then you've got another one in Amsterdam, 2016 in the relay as well.
Yeah.
Do you remember that team?
Yeah. Amsterdam team was it was James Desolu, Adam Jamili, me, and CJ Uja.
Oh yeah, I remember that team. That was a good team. Yeah, I remember Adam Jamili.
Yeah, Adam. That's gonna be a lot of things were touted. Big things were very touted for him. Is it? Do you think he didn't reach his potential, or?
No, I think he reached his potential. I just think he reached it young.
He peaked too early.
Yeah, he burst on the scene when he was 18, running 10.0, which is quick. Went to the Olympics 2012 at 18 years old, and then next few years after that, he he was running quick, innit?
Yeah.
I just think some people just hit their peak different. You know what I mean? So
It reminds me of that kid in the Olympics just gone, who beat Noah Lyles in the heat was it the semis? And he's got that mad running style. It's like off key. He's got he's like Filipino and white.
What's his name? He runs for Great Britain, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Hinchcliffe.
Yeah, that's it. Hinchcliffe. Yeah, the Hinchcliffe guy.
Yeah, he's got skills because the technique is mad. Oh, you can run though.
I don't know how, but some people they just run weird. Like even
you know, you're like an experienced sprinter, coach, mentor. Do you guys change people's form, or is that like?
I mean, there's certain models you want to kind of try and mirror, but there's some athletes that are just unique. Like they run a certain way which doesn't actually seems counterproductive to running fast, but actually it works for them. Okay. So you get the odd one or two that can it works for them. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, if most people try to run like these people, they're gonna have a mad.
Yeah, like Michael Johnson with that mad stiff back. I've never seen no one run like that.
And just like this. The chest is just out. That's moving though.
Barking.
Yeah, he can do it, and only he can do it. I know what you mean. Yeah. Because they had to change Usain Bolt's style because he's tall. Yeah. He initially started trying to sprint like everyone else who's normally short, innit? Like Jamaican, like Shelly Ann and all that. They're quite like small, like compact. So he can't be sprinting like that. So they had to change his actual form of how he runs to make him actually start going faster. So yeah, it does make sense. So then, so how was it like? We got the Olympics hosted in 2012. You're there representing the country. What was that like, and how was it like in the village and the whole games? Yeah, talk to us about that.
It was a surreal experience. It's kind of like it's first Olympics, isn't it? And other than that, the only major championships I'd been to was the year before in South Korea, Daegu. So going to a home Olympics as well, like the buzz in London that year was crazy. So for me, it was kind of like, it was a lot. And the team didn't really help though, because they flew us out to a training camp in Portugal, I think 2 weeks before the Olympics. And they was only flying athletes into the village 3 days before their event, which is stupid because it's not even that, because it was only in Portugal, but it's the fact that when you get into the village, it's overwhelming. You go in there, you gotta go to begin with. You gotta get your accreditation, so you're spending half the day getting your credentials, right? Then you need to know where everything is because it's massive. You ain't been in there, so you don't know where anything is. It's like a mini city, right? The dinner hall's the size of 4 football pitches with every cuisine you can think of. Then there's sponsored stations dotted around London, like giving out free headphones, and so you don't want to miss out on that. So you're like, I need to get there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, because we landed in there and everything's nearly done out. Like all the other countries had rinsed everything. GB athletes get there, there's nothing left. One pair of beats
on home soil.
Yeah, bro. I see Jamaicans coming out with 5 beats. Yeah, I might be having a beat. So I'm thinking, where's mine? Vex, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
I think you started feeling a bit like Tommy. British stuff, British.
I was going to start saying, yo, give me a pair, bro. What are you doing? I was thinking, hold on, there's like beats. Everyone's taking the beats, but so getting in there 3 days is a bit mad because one day's gone, and then obviously like the next day you're gonna be, I don't know, you're gonna be still finding your way around, and then third day you're probably going to be doing some sort of pre-competition ritual warm up at the indoor warm up track or whatever, and then you're on. So it was all for me personally. It was a bit too much. Just taken from here 3 days. We didn't get to go to the opening ceremony either. We had to watch it on the screen in Portugal.
Real?
I've been to 2 Olympics, never been to an opening ceremony.
What's going on?
Yeah,
is this how GB moves?
They're moving.
What is it? A budget thing or
no? It's
can't be.
No. It's not Team GB. It's British Athletics.
Athletics, or because
obviously in Team GB you've got different. Yes, our organisation. Our organisation, they're tired.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, I've always had madness with them. But
yeah. You've been seen as a rebel. Of the system. Yeah, so to speak. Yeah, so and that's got you in a few problems with the governing bodies. Yeah, but that's mad that you wouldn't. So then you get on the track. You see all the fans there. So you actually said it was a surreal experience for you. And I imagine it's something, you you'll cherish for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
and stuff. Yeah, man.
What about the village, man? I heard it was mad in there. What was it saying in there?
Says, yeah.
I mean, I need to have a first hand with someone I know, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's as mad as you want to make it. Yeah. It's like some people go there, like let's say the focused serious athletes. They go there and they're trying to. Let's say you're a medal holder.
Yeah.
You're going in this business.
Yeah.
But then you'll get some other people, like for athletics, the sport of athletics, we're always on last, innit? So that's why they probably wanted to fly us in 3 days for an event, because we're being flown into carnage, because all the other sports are done, but they're still living in the village and they're doing madness. Walking around, drinking, eating, doing all sorts of crazy behavior, yeah? So if you're not strong, you could get corrupted in there. And you got to think, everyone, men and women, everyone trains. Everyone's got high testosterone. It's the end of the year. My competition's finished. They're walking around like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Not me, yeah, because again, I'm an athlete.
Yeah, you're there for business. Yeah.
Yeah, it's mad. It can be, like I said, it's as mad as you want it to be.
Well, I've heard that some athletes, particularly from a country
Jamaica.
of we descent, were getting a bit busy. That some of them athletics, man. I don't know the names, but I heard some.
Well, I heard the boat was shopping all the Swedish women. That's what I heard. I don't know if it, allegedly.
I don't know.
Allegedly.
I don't know. I know he likes he's a DJ and he likes a party. I heard he was even in Peckham after the Olympics.
Is it?
Yeah, they baited him up in the papers, like showing with all some girls like from Peckham or something. I'm like, mate, he's like.
I'll tell you a funny story. Still, this is a mad story. This ain't incriminating anyone. I don't mind incriminating these people. But there was a policewoman patrolling the village. Supposed to be patrolling the village.
Oh, she got okay.
Like prison break thing.
No, she probably.
No, but I'm saying like the prison thing. The guard.
Yeah, someone I knew. Someone I knew allegedly just gave the prison the Fed a good time on duty.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
It was all going on.
That's
but as for the athletes, I don't know. But yeah, the Feds.
Okay. Well, there you go. So then you went to the Rio 2016, qualified again. Everything's flying. You know, your second Olympics. You know, so how was you feeling going into that one? Do you feel it was better than the 2012 one?
Yeah, see, that Rio one's a mixed emotions, because that year I was going out there, not necessarily. Well, in the relay I was looking for a medal, but not necessarily thinking about a medal in. Obviously, you always think about medals, but not going in there thinking, right, I'm a strong medal contender for 100 meters. Right? That year, I'd come off the back of second place at the national champs, running 9.96, rolling in the 100 meters. So I was going out to Rio in this newfound event, because before I was 200 as well, thinking, actually, you know what? If I put my race together, I can definitely make a final here, Olympic final. I was in good shape that year.
So was Rio the first time? Are you talking about the 100? Is that the first time you came to the 100?
So in 2012 I went for the 2 in the relay, and in 2016 I went for the 100 in the relay.
Have you always been training 100? Like, or was there a thing?
Originally,
what made that decision?
Originally, as a kid, I was a 100-meter runner, and that was my stronger event.
That's what I remember you doing.
Yeah, but then when 2011, because I just done a one-off 200-meter race and got the world standard, ran quick, so I got selected for the world champs in 2011 for the 2, and I kind of just stuck to it, where I should have really gone back to what I'm better at. So I'd say for maybe, 90% of my career, I was in the wrong event. Yeah, and I could see glimpses of it in training. I was like, yo, my man's flying. But I was like, I'll keep qualifying for the 2. But yes, going into 2016, I was in great shape, sub 10 second shape. I went into the heats, and the gun went, and you can't make no mistakes at the I stumbled at the blocks. So I nearly fell over, got back up. What's his name? Johan Blake was next to me. I was in better shape that year, so I was like, right, I'm gonna make a statement here. I'm gonna beat him in the heat. Everyone's like, yo, James is ready. Stumbled, got back up, still managed to run 10-2, nearly falling over. 10-14 won it. Like I was jogging that all season, 10-0s and that. So I was knocked out in the heats, which was I was vexed about it. I should have been definitely into the semi-final. And then the relay again, political thing, man. Like the team that should have been wasn't. We came 5th. Like I used to speak out a lot about this as well, and I get in trouble.
Cool, yeah.
But it was never. I was always in the team, so it weren't like I was trying to get my place.
Yeah.
I was going, listen, this team ain't working. You need to change a few people. And then it weren't until obviously, which we'll get onto, crashing the years later. Suddenly the teams that I'm always saying that should be running are running, and then they're getting medals. I'm going, I've been saying this for time. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So then also, what was it like, the famous race where I see you right next to man like Bolt?
Oh yeah.
Like, what was that? That must have been like, yeah. Talk to us about that race, because you're like literally the lane right next to him.
Yeah. So that was 2013 World Championships in Moscow. I come out that year firing. Like I said, I was consistent.
Yeah.
Went through the heats. I won my heat. Beat a couple of Jamaicans, a couple of Americans. I was like, all right, cool. I'm in good shape. So then the semi-finals are drawn, and lo and behold, I'm drawn the lane outside Bolt. I'm like, oh my days. This is like, come on, man. Like, man, you just give me Bolt straight away. and he is on the lane inside me, yeah? I was just going to say inside me, but you know, wire culture right now. So he was on the lane inside my lane, right? So I was thinking, rah, I was a good bend runner, innit? I could run quick round the bend. So I was like, right, boom. I'm just going to get out and just hold. Like, I wasn't really thinking about him, to be honest. I was thinking, right, get out, do my race plan, but run the bend and then just relax. Gun goes, boom, got out, really good bend. Got to probably about 110 meters before I saw him. Yeah. And then I just see a knee. And I was like, yo. Like that tall. Yeah. Then I see two knees. You get me? And then I just see the body. I was like, oi. I'm holding on. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's just hold on now, innit? Then I got into some little battle with some American brother. And we're just battling out for like the 4th place, innit? Yeah. I missed that by 1 place for the final that year, man. I ran 20.4 in the semi-final. It was an okay run. It weren't bad. I held myself.
Yeah. But yeah, that's literally you're racing against the Muhammad Ali of racing. You know what I mean? So
the real.
That's
nothing to be ashamed of, man.
Oh no, come on. So that's a memory and a half. There's something to tell. You know what I mean? The grandkids and everything. So and you've got living proof. It's not like some pub story.
It's not no pub story. Real story. Trust me.
You know what I mean? Oh, you have a roll with the craze.
I hear all that, mate.
Well, what club did you train at? I was researching something, Belgrave Harriers, or
the first club was South London Harriers in Crystal Palace. Then I ran for Belgrave Harriers, and then Newham and Essex Beagles.
Okay.
Yeah, what made you move to the Newham Essex Beagles then?
Well, at the time, there was like money in it. There was like, all right, if you go to them, they pay their athletes. I'm thinking, what, money? I don't get no bread. That money, I still didn't see no bread really, to be honest. But it's just your club. It's not really. You just have to be affiliated with some sort of club. Yeah. Newham had good National League standards, so if you weren't in top races, you could get good races through the club against other top clubs, and their standard would be okay. So that was the main reason, really. Yeah.
Okay. Then 2017, you in Tenerife for a training camp. Funny enough, I did a training camp.
Wayne Alexander.
Sparring Wayne Alexander. I saw him yesterday at Carnival.
Oh yeah, I did.
He was gone. But, so you like run up Mount TD and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, no, we didn't do the mountain runnings. We was on the track, but that was kind of a regular spot there.
Okay, yeah. So then you got into an accident on you was on a moped.
It was a big bike.
Oh, it was a motorbike.
Oh, it was actually what CC? How many CC?
700 or something.
Okay.
But I was on the back, innit?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happened exactly?
So with a weekend off, one of the brothers that were training out there was like, let's go up and see the volcano. So I was like, all right, cool. I was like, shall I? You just think, what's the worst that can happen? So I was like, all right, come, let's go. Because we weren't on no foolishness anyway. Just gone up there, seen the volcano. It's getting dark, so then headed back down. And then
all on the back? So you headed up there on the back?
Headed up there, parked up,
yeah.
Looked around the volcano, up there, take pictures, whatever. And then started getting dark, so jumped back on the bike, heading back down the mountain. And then I just remember seeing headlights. You get me?
Oh, car.
Boom. I was like, rah. Woke up on the floor. My right leg snapped. Like, my trousers are gone. Look, I was in a bomb, you get me? Look, I was been blown up or something. Trousers was off, leg was snapped, blood all over the floor. I'm thinking, oh my God. So then I'm kind of like laying there, and it's freezing as well, and obviously I'm losing blood. I'm thinking,
wait, this is sounding movie-ish.
No, it was movie.
Yeah.
It was real movie. And I'm thinking, hold on, we're still up in the mountain. I'm mash up. I don't know what's going on, and I'm getting tired. Like, this felt like the best sleep you could have had. But then I was thinking, I can't sleep.
I can't
sleep
because,
like one of the ones when you're like 3 years old in a long journey on the car. You know the ones?
Oh my God.
I'm going, stay awake. So I'm thinking, raw. I think I was up there. Apparently I was up there for 45 minutes before the ambulance got there, innit?
That's a long time.
I was staying awake. So anyway, they stretchered me onto the ambulance. They had to take me to the other side of the island because the injuries were so bad that the local hospital where we were staying, they couldn't
deal with that.
quit for me. I needed blood transfusion. I lost 6 pints of blood. My leg was compound fractured. I'd broken my pelvis. I'd broken my ankle. I was mashed up, innit? Got to the hospital. I was in ICU for 5 days. Air ambulance back to the UK.
Air ambulance?
Yeah, like jet.
Oh, jet, yeah.
And then got back to the UK, had an operation. First big operation was on my leg. And then I think 5 days later, they had to operate my pelvis, plate my pelvis together. And then I was in hospital there for what, 4 weeks?
Okay.
4 weeks in hospital. And then they released me, wheelchair, 6 weeks, 7 weeks. Out the wheelchair, on crutches, and then it was rehabilitation for about 3-4 months from then.
And that's where the mindset kicks in, isn't it?
That's where the mindset kicks in.
That's it, because my mate, we were out Libertine one day, and someone just drove a supercar and literally just drove right through his leg. So his tibia and whatever, everything
Snapped.
But he's in shape, innit? And I remember him telling me, boy, Lex, boy, I don't know if you're recovering from this one, you know, because you got to be in shape.
Yeah.
You got to be, when you have these kind of incidents, if you're not in shape before, it's very hard to get back.
100%.
Get back to where you need to be. So the 100%. Fact that you was in shape prior to that, I know that helped a lot.
That it saved me. The doctors were like, my pelvic doctor, he's a pelvic specialist, isn't it? Yeah. He was like, if you was not in the shape you was in when you crashed, forget injuries, you might not be in it.
Okay, trust me, I'm it.
Because when you're in shape and you're ready, like, your body protects itself, innit? Like, my core was strong, all the supporting muscles around my body was strong. So when the impact happened,
my body's undefeated shit, bro. Trust me.
Protected me as much as it could. So yeah, and then getting back was a slug, but the mindset. Man. Obviously, talk about the process, because everyone's looking at you now. You're in shape. You're looking slim. You're looking good. But talk to them about the process. There must have been some days that you must have thought, oh, you know, fuck this, or there must have been some days that someone had to, like, you know, many days.
Gear you up or gas you up. Support systems and stuff like that.
Yeah, many days. The hardest thing was just being on my back for 4 weeks. When I left the hospital, I weighed 70 kilos, 69 kilos. So I looked like I was in a concentration camp. I had no muscle. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't really carry too much fat anyway. So all the size that I have is just muscle. And that was gone.
Just
so
looking bare mager.
I couldn't even do a push-up. I'm thinking, this is mad. So it started, I was like, right, I need to get ahead in it. So when I was in the wheelchair, I'd like lift myself out of the wheelchair, start doing press-ups, get myself onto the pull-up bar and the door frame, start doing pull-ups. Once I was out of the wheelchair, I was going rehabilitation 5 days a week, and where I lived, the station's about a mile from my yard. And I was getting up early to go rehab, and I was like, I should cab it to the station. No, I was like, I want to walk it on my crutches. So it's taking me an hour every day to walk to the station, a mile, to then get on the train, go and do all my rehab in central London, walk back to the tube station, get off at my stop, and walk another hour back. I was doing that every day. And I was trying to put the pressure through my leg because I snapped my tib and fib as well. And I was like, right, I need pressure it stimulates the bone growth, innit? So I know a few bits about the body, so I was like, as long as I can keep stimulating it, will heal it quicker. It's painful, but it will get me back faster. So I was doing that regular. Once I got rid of the crutches, I was walking as much as I could, but then obviously my pelvis was out of shape, so that would flare up. So I was just doing what I could, where I could. And the reason why I didn't really go backwards was because I was thinking, well, I can only do what I can do in it, so there's no point getting too down about it. Let me just do what I can do and
but I feel like that's what a lot of people don't understand. You know, people feel like because they can't do a lot, they just feel. But it's not even about. You got to take little steps.
You got to take little steps, man. Like everyone can do something, innit? Like I was in the wheelchair, mash-ups, and I'm thinking, all right, what can I do? All right, some press-ups, cool. It's boring, but I can do it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I remember the videos when I've never seen you that slim. Even in school, you was always still like kind of tonking it, like, because you obviously did your training and stuff, so you was like muscly even in like the blazer and that. So when I saw you like that, I was like, rah, like, and then you're like trying to walk and stuff like that, and having to learn to walk again. And they were saying that it was your career was over and you might not be able to walk again. And I was like, no, that's mad. Like, that's come out of nowhere. And then the guy who was with you, he kind of got off quite lightly in that accident.
They say the riders normally come off lighter on accidents.
Because he could probably did he say
a split second of break?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing nothing. He's in front of me. Innit? So yeah, I was completely ragdolled up, man.
Yeah, so you took the worst of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, then I remember you came back running a few years ago.
Can I ask a question then?
No,
was that ever in your mind when you was doing your like rehabilitation? Was it just to get back to normal, or in your mind you're thinking, I want to compete, I want to be back to that guy?
My mind, I was coming back to beat everyone. So I obviously didn't get back to where I wanted to, but the mind got me back to where I did get to. It's that whole aim high, miss low stating, innit? I was aiming high. I was like, right, I'm coming back. I'm making an Olympic team. And you know what? I can't kick myself because I did a lot of work to get back, but I still think I could have got back. I retired last year, innit? I know we skipped a bit, man. I'll come back, but I retired last year. I ran 10.3 last year, and I just kind of got caught away through the season, and I was like, nah, I can't be arsed because I put so much work and effort into getting back, and then I was competing at low-level competitions. But physically, if my mind was still on it, I think I would have made the team this year, bro. Like, there's people on the team that shouldn't have been on the team this year. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, yo, I could have beaten you.
Keeping
bro.
it real.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, that's true. Because I remember the first race I saw you back on TV, and I could tell, like, I could see you're a bit apprehensive about like the hip.
Yeah. See, you're talking about the Diamond League in London.
Yeah.
So I wasn't even ready to run then. I was still mash up.
The whole of Forest of Wales, you all tuned in.
Yeah. I was still mash up. Like, see that day. So that was only 2 years after the crash.
Yeah.
So I was still in rehabilitation. I wasn't training at all. But the guy that runs that meet, right? He was like, I want you to run, because I wanted to run as well. He's like, you can show the public that, right, you're back, because at the time as well, it was like a fingers up to British Athletics, because they'd completely, as soon as I crashed,
they ripped you off.
They ripped me off, bruv. They kept me on funding for a little extra piece of time, and then bye. So it was public that they rubbed me out, innit? But then everyone was supporting me, because I was like, right, this guy crashed at the peak of his career, and he's trying to come back. British Athletics should have really supported that. Like, he's one of us. This is sick.
Yeah.
But because they rubbed me out, I spoke to the meet organizer. He rang me, innit? And he was like, right, James, I'm going to let you know something. That didn't come from me, but someone high up in British Athletics rang me and said not to let you run. Yeah. I ain't going to mention no names because whatever. But someone in my organisation with this comeback story tried to not make me run in front of the public because they was embarrassed that they rubbed me out, and it's going to be on their face because the media are going, like, this is disgusting. How are they not supporting you? So it's embarrassing for them. But yeah, I wasn't ready to run then. I was just waiting to show the world that I'm still here. But that morning, bruv, I was in the hotel because I'm bruck up, got out of the shower, slipped, pulled my adductor. So my adductor was effed, my back was effed, my pelvis was mash up. I was like, no, I'm making a start line. like you said, I was limping. Still ran 10.9, limping, mash up. Yeah.
No, that's a testament to your character. Even though all what you've gone through, what happened to you in the hotel, but that's literally like what my motto, as I say, persistence beats resistance.
100%.
So yeah, man,
I'm persistent, man. Trust me. You know, I'm persistent from day.
Very stubborn, but you have to be.
You have to be
in that line of work.
Yeah.
So yeah, then so you did that, and then was it last year? Then yeah, as you said, you just thought, forget it and stuff like that. Like you've had enough. So then, what was it like actually deciding to say like I'm retiring? Like
say
that must have been
goodbye.
hard.
Yeah. I was kind of prepared for it because I'd been out for so long. Even though I was competing and training, I'd been out of the top level for so long. Like it trained me for retirement. You know, a lot of people, they're in the sport, then they retired and they're not in the sport, and it's like, oh my God, I didn't have a choice. I was slapped on the back, and then I had to deal with all that. But at the same time, because I still had this thing of coming back, I got the retirement training while still trying to come back. So it was kind of like when I did retire, I was used to being out of sport. I weren't getting funding. Do you know what I'm saying? I was kind of like, all right, cool, it is what it is. So it wasn't too tough, to be honest. Like a lot of, into the later years when I was coming back, a lot of the stuff trying to come back was holding me back from being able to do other things as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, it kind of worked. It worked out how it was supposed to work out, man.
Yeah. So then was that afterwards when you got the out of court settlement from the Spanish motor organisation? Then
Yeah.
Why was the settlement on the cards?
Well, because I was I had no responsibility for the crash. So obviously, like if you're in a car with someone and the car's insured and it gets into an accident and you're a passenger and you get hurt.
Who was the driver? So I've always just was it somebody you knew or?
Yeah, he was a training partner. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was a training partner.
Okay.
But yeah, he kind of went his own separate way, and it was mad.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So then you moved to Dubai for a couple of years.
Yeah.
So what is it you were doing out there, or was it just you just wanted a different scenery?
Change.
Yeah, I mean, so my missus, she got a job out there.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, so she got a good job out there, and I'm kind of, I can go anywhere. Really.
Yeah.
I'm not tied to a job. Like I do a lot of coaching for other professional athletes and speaking events and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, this is just another land that I can do what I'm doing. So
yeah, definitely.
Went out there for 2 years. Very good. It was good for my training and trying to come back because I moved out there 2019, come back 2021. So yeah, it worked. It was good.
Are you still with that missus or?
Yeah.
Are you back in London? I mean,
yeah, we're back in London. Yeah.
So how's that change been going from Dubai as a couple back to London as a couple?
I mean, to be honest, it's been all right. Like
you can't leave your phone on your car. So.
Yeah. No, you leave your phone out here, it's gone, mate. You leave your phone in your pocket in the wrong place, it's gone. Do you know what I mean? So
listen, just be on your phone.
Yeah.
You know what happened to me?
What?
Listen,
Well, you walking down and snatch one.
the bike of mice got me.
They got you
about a month ago.
Come on,
literally,
man.
I was walking down West Night. I couldn't hear it.
What area?
Peckham. Peckham, like towards Oldkent Road. Because I can't hear it. It's one of them electric ones with the big wheels.
Yeah.
And it just I'm just seeing the helmet.
Oh man.
I'm like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God. And he's gone to the corner and he's gone, ha ha.
Man laughed.
Yeah, he laughed.
Oh man.
But I can't
On the way.
yeah, as he's going off. And that's the fuming, the little ridicule to it as well.
Hey, if one of them do that to me, they better make sure their bike is far.
It's different for you.
Man is running
The start. Hey, that's mad.
Yeah, you got that firing gun start.
Because top speed, you man are like 18, 19 miles per hour.
Now top speed, I'm 26 miles.
20. Oh, yo.
Yeah, you're getting him. So you're all right.
I'm ducking you down, bro, when you're getting a fly kick to the back of the helmet.
26, yo, that's serious.
Yeah, you're still amped out and everything. I'm not moving nowhere fast. No more. So
Just the hands, innit?
if I get you, but that's
yeah.
he's gone. So yeah, he's a pussy or what? Yeah, that's another one. But, So yeah, talk to us about Life Plus, because I see that's a site, an organisation.
Yeah, Life Plus. So they're a nutrition company.
Yeah.
I think they originally started in the States, but they're massive in Europe, like Germany and those places. And they're kind of been one of the. It's funny because when I was running, so hard to get sponsors, man. Like, and then by the end of, not end of my career, but like 2016, when I'm trying to get sponsors and that, they're asking me about, oh well, you're this age and your demographic of followers on Instagram. What? Are you sponsoring for performance or are you sponsoring for Instagram? Because I'm on the Olympic team in 100 meters, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're telling me about demographics and you're sponsoring someone who's sitting at home, not on the team. Not on the team. It's a new age we live in. So
yeah, it's all about followers and all this stuff. Yeah.
So I was like, all right, whatever. But anyway, once the crash happened, they jumped and booked through a guy that was representing me at the time, Callum. Big up yourself, good guy.
Big up, Callum.
And he introduced me to them, and they've just been supportive, man. They saw the story, they seen the journey, and they're all up for like real stuff. Their products are quality as well. That's why it kind of goes. It fits well because there's a lot of brands out there athletes will sign up to,
selling shit,
and it's crap, man.
Yeah.
It's like full of crap, like don't really work. Whereas their products are the people they got a doctor that vets all the stuff they're doing.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Proper stuff, basically.
Expensive ingredients, not cheap filler ingredients. So if you're into your health and you want to take things for certain things, and it's all informed by sport tested as well, which is important for me because don't want to be getting no contamination. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, flag.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know this was in it.
Yeah, exactly.
They have a lot of that in boxing, as well as athletics.
Yeah, try and follow, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, they're good, mate. They're great. It's still with me now. And they're good products and supplements. And yeah, if I urge anyone, if you are into supplementation or vitamins, go check them out, man. And I'm not just saying that because I'm with them. The reason why I'm with them is because of that reason.
And they cover all like different athletes and not only.
Not really. They had a few. They had some cyclists and that. I was their first, innit?
Okay. Not that they can't, but they can cover.
Oh, they can. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of athletes buy their stuff as well.
Okay.
Yeah, they're good.
So what did you think of, we've just had the Olympics in Paris. I was there. I went to the athletics day where Gabby Thomas won the 200 meters. So yeah, what did you think about this year's athletics?
I thought
and how was it watching it as a retired man now?
So what I thought of it first. So
start of your main sport, the 200.
Let me skip to one thing first. I thought the ceremony was some bullshit.
Was it the one on the river?
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of messages they're trying to put out to people, but we know what's going on. So that ceremony, no, don't do that. It's about sport and competition, and you're flinging in some next agenda. So forget that. That was whack. But the competition, the stadium looked amazing. The track looked great.
Yeah. I like that colour.
Yeah, nice. And the performances were ridiculous.
Yeah.
I feel like they're trying to paint a bit of they're trying to create a narrative like with characters, which it could work because they got the Netflix thing going on. But I feel like they was trying to create it as the Noah Lyle show. And Shakira. Right, and this is the problem, right? Because the Bolt becomes such a star. There weren't no narrative painting then. It was he come out and smoked everyone and created the narrative because he was the best. He left the sport. There's a bit of a void that needs to be filled, and now they're trying to boost up and create characters. But you can't. That's for movies. That's not for competition. Yeah. And that's what you start doing. That's when the politics are heavily involved, and then people are getting selected for certain things because that character's bigger than that character. It's not about the performance. It's about the character. Yeah.
Now it's basically becoming like who's got a more popularity contest, basically. Yeah. So who's got the better following and this, that, and other.
So. I mean, every business it could be. It's going to be good. That will be good for the views and the followers, as everything is. But it's not real, innit?
It's not real, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the essence of sport and the Olympics and competition is the best going against the best. Don't matter what you look like, what you represent. Who is the best? Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy now because it's like that. Just, social media is taking over everything and aspects of businesses wanting to sell more, or
of course,
make extra bucks somehow.
It's all marketing.
And
that's what it is.
I mean. So
then, what did you think about that 100-meter final race, because I really thought Kashane was going to do him.
Yeah,
Shane should have done him.
he got tight at the end.
It was. Do you know what that is? That's lack of experience, though. Yeah. When you can run all the fast times throughout the year and beat the people you want, but when you got that thing in your head and you're on an Olympic final, and you know that this is the blue ribbon event, if you're a 100-meter Olympic champion, you are going down as the man. Yeah. For that day, you're the biggest star in the world.
Yeah. Like Marcel Jacobs.
Yeah, it's going to change your life. You're going to make millions. You're going to become known. And I think the occasion for him, it was just too much.
It got to him.
Because all he had to do was relax. Yeah, he was winning the whole race. All he had to do was relax. I know it's easier said than done. I know because I'm an athlete. Yeah, and I've been in situations like that, and I've messed up. So I know what it's like. But literally, he had to relax, and he would have had.
Do you think he lost it at the 60-meter point? Or?
Yeah, he lost it when he felt the pressure.
Yeah,
he felt the pressure, and he started tightening. You see him?
Yeah, he was feeling the pressure from Curly.
Yeah.
And that's what made him tighten up, and he thought, let me just hold on to this. I'm holding on to this man, but he's not seeing Noah, because Noah he had some terrible kind of
he had a
start.
bad start.
Well, he's a bad starter.
Yeah, he's not a good starter. But you know what it is? He's so confident in his top end speed, and because he's so up himself as well, he thinks he is the man, and he shouldn't be getting beaten, which is a good mentality to have, really. He's like, I'm going back past you. So he's yamming you down, thinking I'm going past you. He's not thinking, you're ahead, and I'm. There's two mindsets. Yeah, you could be in that position. I'm better than you. I'm going past you, or I'm done.
Like Oblique Seville.
Yeah.
Where he just thought, I've had enough. And it was weird. He still ended up getting 991 when he gave up.
See, Oblique, completely different running style in the final to the semi. In that semi, I was like, if he does this, he's won.
Yeah.
Forget Kishon, he's winning. Yeah. Totally different athlete in the final.
Yeah, he mentally broke.
Pressure,
and
bust pipes.
He still got 991, like giving up. I just thought.
Yeah, every man won, ran under 10 seconds. For
he
first.
was last. And he got that, and he gave up. You could see he gave up. So that was interesting. So then also Sha'Carri, she was in the Netflix special.
Terrible start, man.
Yeah, it seemed like she got beat by the St. Lucian.
Yeah.
Richardson, what's her name? Richardson?
No, that's Sha'Carri.
No, sorry. Yeah, what's her name? This is terrible. Look, Olympic athlete on here. I don't even know the names.
I don't know myself. So
Alfred.
That's it, Alfred. Yeah. Big her up. Yeah. So she won the 100. It was mad. It seemed like, as you said, it seemed like it's a bit of a narrative.
Yeah.
And it seemed like it's like they're trying to. It's like they want to assist Team USA a bit because it's like people are tired of Jamaicans just because, especially with the women, it used to be like 1, 2, 3, and people were like, no, they're just taking the mick now because there was none of them. Even in the thing, they even held Shelly-Ann outside.
What happened with Shelly-Ann Fraser? Why she didn't? Because I heard she couldn't get, her and Sha'Carri couldn't get in.
Yeah, they couldn't get in to warm up. But it's more, if it's going to affect someone like Shelly-Ann more because she's a lot older, innit? She needs to warm up and stuff. So she just thought, nah, allow it. But in the other two, they're like injured, innit? So a lot of injuries in Jamaica.
Shelly's the best, man.
Yeah, she's a legend.
She's my favourite athlete, man.
She's announced her. I think she's announced her retirement now, ain't she?
I'm not sure.
I think I read something, but
I think I read that as well.
She's a proper legend, like.
Yeah, man.
She doesn't
Staple
obviously
for the sport.
she was around. Obviously, when Bolt's he's gonna get all the limelight, but she's just as good, if not.
No, she's more decorated. She's got more medals, isn't it?
Yeah, more medals, if not
Yeah,
better.
she's a G, man. Listen, she is bad. She's bad.
Yeah. So, yeah, big her up. So, also Team GB, you're known for getting medals in the relay. I saw in the Olympics, Team GB, the women got silver and the men got bronze. I was very happy for Zano Hughes because he's had a history of false starts and getting disqualified. And the women, they could have, in my opinion, they would have got gold had they.
The baton changed.
No, what's her name?
Yeah.
That Hunt
Amy Hunt.
girl. She's slow.
Yeah.
She's too slow.
Changes
her change was bad.
Yeah.
So what's her name? Darunita ended up having to
Literally,
blow down the course and
yeah.
claw back for the second. But I think they would have got gold otherwise.
I think they would have got gold if it was smooth. I think they would have had it.
Yeah.
I think it was more the baton change.
Yeah, it was.
No, but she's slow as well.
No, she's slow. But
I think even with her speed, I think she had enough speed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The changes slowed up so much. That's what killed it. I think the way Daryl was chewing as well, they just had to be half a metre ahead of Shikari.
And you could tell as well, the way Shikari looked over, if they had that smooth change.
Yeah.
Sure.
Also, what do you think about this new kid called Gout, the 16-year-old Australian who got 10.29 in 100 metres? He's
to be honest, when I hear these things, I don't really look too much into them because, like, historically, you always have these young freaks that come out, do something crazy, and then you don't hear of them again. I think the only one who's really stuck up was Bolt.
Bolt, yeah.
But you always get, like, it's funny because you always get quite a few young Australian kids that will come out. Like, I've heard back in the day, like, Australian guy around dead, and I think, right, don't hear them again. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really look too much into the young kid times.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk a bit of boxing before we go into the penultimate round. So I know you love your boxing as well. Man. So did you used to watch like the Olympic boxing at all?
If it was on, I'd watch it.
Okay.
I weren't following it.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about the Usyk Fury rematch. It's set for December 21st.
Yeah.
Did you watch the first one?
Of course.
And what did you think of that? And how do you see the rematch going?
Well, the first one, it went as I thought it would go. I've been an Usyk fan from years back, and I've been telling all my brethren, and they're like, "Yeah, you love this Usyk," but I'm like, "Bro,
it's the truth.
Take the block bias and all that out of it. Stop being AJ fanboys. Yeah, and I know he looks good and he's strong and all that, but when it comes to boxing ability, let's watch it properly, innit? Yeah. So I've been on Usyk for time, so I feel like it's come to premonition. Now suddenly everyone's an Usyk fan. Where was you back then? When I was saying Usyk, you're going, what are you talking about? Anyway, the fight with Fury, it went how I thought it would go. I thought it was going to be a chess match, and I thought Usyk was going to get the win, and it played out that way. Although I think it could have definitely been stopped. Definitely could have been stopped.
Oh yeah, the ninth.
Because if the referee hadn't stepped in, what's man gonna do?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So he won it clearly, and I think Usyk is such a genius when it comes to boxing. People were saying, "Oh, Tyson, he's gonna rise up now, and he should be able to do him on the second one." I don't think he's that kind of character. I think Usyk's a character. He's just gonna
up his level
again. Do you know what I'm saying? I think him going into the first fight with Tyson with such a big guy, with such a imposing stature and all the rest of it, even though he's such a master, you ain't done it before with him. So you're thinking, all right, now you've gone through it. Okay, cool. He licked me hard, but I took it, and I can hurt him. He's going in there with all the confidence. Yeah. Tyson Fury's going in there thinking, right, this little man broke me up. Yeah, so don't matter how strong your mind is, if I know I've been in a race with someone and they've smoked me, all right, I want to get the revenge, but that's still in the back of my mind that, right, he smoked me.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah? And you got to try not to let that natter away in your mind, do you know what I'm saying? So I think the second fight's going to be the same way. I think Usyk's going to outbox him again.
Yeah, and I think Fury took it quite badly because there was a video that surfaced shortly after where he was like falling out on
I see that.
outside. So it doesn't seem like
I think he just also I think underestimated how strong Usyk is as well. He underestimated it very badly.
How many people say, "Oh, he's a small heavyweight"? Bro, he's 6'3", and he's wedge, bro. Back in the day, like in the 90s, 6'3" heavyweights were big heavyweights. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
George Foreman's 6'3".
Exactly,
and he was Big George Foreman.
George Foreman.
Yeah,
and he weren't moving like Usyk. Imagine he's moving like Usyk. That's a problem.
And Bruno's 6'3" as well.
Yeah, bro.
And Frank Bruno is wham.
Yeah, bro.
Especially like them.
He looks taller than 6'3" as well, Bruno.
No, he was 6'3".
No, I said he just looks taller.
Oh, he looked tall. Yeah, and so did George Foreman. You'd think he was bigger the way the way it looked on like TV and that. So yeah, because also we've had Dominic Ingle. He's controversially saying that he thinks the only reason why Fury didn't win is because he wasn't fit. But to me, I thought he was fit because he came in the lightest I've seen him in 5 years.
And his face was cut. He looked in shape.
He looked in shape.
For Fury.
And he had 2 camps, and he was what? I think he was about a stone and a half lighter than
He's ever been.
the Ngannou fight, which was the fight before. So I don't know. I think Dom's.
I don't know. I don't know about that, man. He said a few things in the past, and I think I don't know about that. Well, I mean, what do I know? I'm an athlete. I'm not a boxing coach. But, yeah.
So then also we've got a few months before talking about the 21st, September 21st, next month.
AJ Dubois.
AJ versus Dubois at Wembley. both of them are former Usyk opponents. Dubois actually put Usyk down with a body shot, even though they said it was a low blow. But I was there. It was definitely in the belly. But yeah, how do you see that fight going?
It's a tough one. I think obviously Dubois is super dangerous, and we can only go off current form and who's been fighting who. But at the same time, I know he hasn't been fighting the caliber of opponents he's fought in the past, meaning AJ. But he just looks
different,
he looks vicious now.
Yeah.
I think when you got someone good at that control pad like Ben Davis, who kind of, he's a technician, innit? He's a real scholar, and then you've got him controlling. Because I think AJ, he's a fighter that needs to be instructed. I don't think I don't know again, but that doesn't come across to me like he's an instinctive fighter. Like he needs to know what the game plan is. When you heard him in that fight against Usyk, he's asking Rob McCracken, what do I do? Where did it come from? X, Y, Z. Rob probably couldn't give it to him because, I don't know. But Ben Davison, he's got that control pad. And from his last few fights, even though the opponents weren't top notch, he just looks like he's vicious again. And I think if that vicious AJ comes out against Dubois and he claps Dubois, obviously Dubois catching his gamer as well, but I think AJ might just steam him out.
From that little press conference, what was it? It wasn't gloves off. What was it?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, the way he was talking,
Gloves are off. It's something like that.
Yeah, it was gloves, but
Queensbury's one, though,
Queensbury
innit?
one, innit?
But it's
Face
like-
off or something like that.
Yeah.
when he could tell he felt very disrespected by how the bar was talking. Like,
But what do you expect your fighters? bro?
yeah,
Like,
I know. I'm just saying that's how he felt.
Yeah,
He
I
felt
know.
like just a little man. Don't talk to you.
But that-
Maybe they know
but
themselves
that's
from.
why I like Dubois though, because Dubois was like, you can't intimidate me. I was like, yeah, tell me. Yeah, who you talking to? You don't scare me. I was like, what? Yeah,
That's that Deptford coming out.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, man.
But it's true what you said, because I've always said that Anthony Joshua reminds me of like a choreographed dancer. He can't freestyle dance, so he's got to be told the steps. And why Rob McCracken couldn't do that with AJ? Because remember, with someone like Carl Froch can just instinctively just rumble.
yeah.
He don't need to be told.
Yeah, that's it.
Throw a jab, because his
Natural
punches
to
are a bit jerky, mad. So he just comes out, I'm on the hard man, like tough man stuff.
Yeah.
So Rob don't really need to. He just needs to G him up and just say, go
of
get
course,
him.
yeah.
So with AJ, it's a lot different. So yeah, it'll be a good fight. So who's your current favourite fighters though, like in boxing at the moment?
Alexander Usyk. It sounds like I'm glory hunting because I'm going to say Terence Crawford as well. Shakur Stevenson.
Wait, was your when did you jump on the Terence Crawford?
I've been a fan of him for time.
So you can't be a glue header then.
Like, because people weren't really. People don't even give him his ratings really. Still, and he's bad. I've been a Shakur Stevenson fan from way back.
Who's winning, Shakur Tank?
Ooh,
But we'll get onto that.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
We'll get onto that. But he's got Joe Cordina next, so that will be interesting. But all right, so let's go into the penultimate round. This is the we do set of questions.
Got some athletic ones in there.
Yeah, we've got some in there, and it's just multiple choice. So hit that bell.
Ding.
All right. I know you like a bit of street fighting, so you can answer some of these anyway. I remember that famous fight.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that was legendary. We can't even talk about
You
it.
got Brock up still.
Yeah, you got mash up. And left hook or straight right?
Straight right.
Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Nas or Jay-Z?
Nas.
Oh, just so sweet.
What's that stadium? No, yeah, London Olympic Stadium.
West
or
Ham
Crystal
Stadium.
Palace, or Crystal Palace. It's for the track.
London Olympic Stadium.
Yeah. Drake or Kendrick?
Kendrick.
Bryson Tiller or Brent Fayez?
It's Sweet Boys, isn't it? Boy. Bryson Tiller. I'm saying that because Brent Fires just seems a bit more soft. Yeah.
Future or French Montana?
Future.
50 Cent or P. Diddy?
50 Cent.
I'm trying to catch you. I'm trying to catch you out. No Diddy.
Diddy, man. Come on.
Skeng or Skillibang?
Skeng.
Massacre or Alkaline?
Massacre.
Vibes Cartel or Movado?
The Vibes Cartel.
Yeah, big him up. His tickets are coming out real soon.
What, for London?
No. He's one in Jamaica.
Okay.
He's giving the people the first show. Beanie Man or Bounty Killer?
Bounty Killer.
Steph London or Jada Kingdom?
Jada Kingdom.
Mr. Vegas or Sean Paul?
Both of them. Vegas.
DMX or Ja Rule?
DMX.
Do you know why I said the Mr. Vegas and DMX? Because I remember you showed me about that tune
Belly.
back in the day.
Here comes the boom.
Yeah. What Top Shot?
Yeah,
Here comes the boom.
yeah, that
Here
shit
comes
was
the boom.
hard. Yeah.
Boom, it bounce it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember you showed that. That was in college days.
Yeah, that shit was
literally.
hard, man.
Yeah. D Block or Dipset?
D Block.
Wu-Tang Clan or Bone Thugs and Harmony?
Wu-Tang.
Burna Boy or Wizkid?
Wizkid.
Ali or Tyson?
Tyson.
Jack Johnson or Joe Lewis?
Ooh. Jack Johnson, man.
Pioneer.
Morris Green or Michael Johnson?
Morris Green was a bad man at the 100 though.
Yeah, Morris Green, he was a character, but he did it the right way.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Do you know, personality-wise, I'm gonna say Morris Green.
Donovan Bailey or Atom Bolden?
Donovan Bailey.
Zarnell Hughes or Linford Christie?
Linford.
Yeah, I know.
Legend, man. Come on, man.
I can't even think of a British runner. Everyone wanted to be Linford.
Yeah, man.
Literally. Canelo or David Benavidez?
Ooh. Canelo.
Okay. Shakur Stevenson or Tank Davis? So that was actually one of the questions.
But the Canelo Benavidez one weren't on who I think would win a fight.
Well, that's who you like.
I'm going on who's. I chose that one on
Credentials.
career.
Oh,
Okay,
credentials.
okay.
It's
Yeah,
not even.
but yeah, sorry, Shakur Stevenson or Tank Davis.
Yeah, Javante Davis. Yeah.
Oh, man, that's a tough one. That I'm gonna say. See, I want to say Shakur, but I'm gonna
Tank
I'm
all
gonna
day,
say
baby.
Tank. I'm gonna have to say Tank.
Who do you think wins that then?
I think Tank will catch him.
Yeah, I think Tank will catch anyone.
I have a feeling Shakur's got a suspect chin. That's why he fights very fearful,
Mm.
very negative. I think he's got a suspect chin. AJ or Dubois?
AJ.
Yeah. John Jones or Stipe? Because I see he's calling him out.
John
lately.
Jones.
Do you think John Jones will beat?
You'd have the white boy.
Yeah, what's his name?
What's his name?
What's his name? Our guy.
Aspinall.
Aspinall, yeah. Aspinall was talking a good game.
He's got that young, fresh, spunky energy. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
John Jones, you can't write. He will
Bro, he just.
take your head off, bro. He'll just choke you out. So I don't know.
Bro, you know the man there is that's long getting in fist fight with them man.
Elbows, knees, all of that. He's horrible.
Yeah.
BMW or Mercedes?
BMW,
Audi or Lexus?
Audi,
Rolls Royce or Bentley?
Rolls Royce,
Daytona or Sky Dweller?
Daytona,
Pepsi or Hulk?
Hulk.
Yeah, the Hulk, the green one.
Oh, see, no, the watch. I thought you were talking about Pepsi, the drink.
Yeah, no,
sorry, yeah,
that gets me to this
Yeah.
day. Even to this day, I'm like, what drink is that?
I say Hulk.
Every time I go like, oh yeah, let's talk about what you.
yeah, Hulk. Yeah, Hulk.
Bro,
The Wimbledon or chocolate?
even this one gets me as well. Watch.
Wimbledon,
Yeah. Hublot or Chapard?
Chapard,
AP or Patek?
Patek,
Dark skin or light skin?
both,
Looks or personality?
both,
Slimline or curvy thick?
both,
Rah. Natural or surgery?
natural,
We was gonna go both.
Garage or house?
house,
Salsa or rumba?
boy, salsa,
Drum and bass or jungle?
jungle,
R&B or hip hop?
hip hop,
Dancehall or Afro beats?
dance hall,
Reggae or revival?
reggae.
Soca or calypso?
Oh my days, they're both mad. So cool.
Trust me.
Where was it? Oxtail or peppered steak?
Peppered steak.
Jerk chicken or brown stew chicken?
Brown stew chicken.
Curry goat or curry chicken?
Curry goat.
Hardo bread or cocoa bread?
Hardo bread.
There's so many I've got in here, bloody hell. Can't even. Oh yeah, you don't drink, do you? Yeah, forget that. Evian or Volvic?
Evian.
Voss or Fiji?
Fiji.
DJ EZ or Black Coffee?
Black coffee.
Lucozade Sport or Wow Hydrate?
Wow hydrate.
Honey Pot or Coming Up?
Honey pot.
Oh yeah, let's get to the athlete.
Too many people been poisoned from coming up, man.
Yeah, it used to be good back in the day, but
Yeah.
All right. Discus, javelin or hammer throw?
Javelin.
Long jump or triple jump?
Long jump.
100 meters or 200 meters?
100 meters.
London or Rio?
Rio.
Yo, this is Archie what Rio was saying.
Oh yeah, we did.
Rio was good.
I can imagine.
London life or Dubai life?
That's hard, you know, because Dubai is sick, but London's home, innit? And when London's popping in the summer, London's nice. I say London.
And do you prefer, like we're over here, do you prefer city life or countryside life?
City life.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's it for the penultimate round. You got through that
Cool.
quite swiftly. So, yeah. Anything else you want to tell the viewers? Oh, and also let them know your social media handles or things for them to look out for what you're doing.
Yeah, firstly, the social medias, I'm on Instagram at Jimmy Els. Not on anything else. Twitter, Jellington 100 meters. I ain't got nothing to say. I'll say everyone out there, start today, not tomorrow.
Well, I like that
You know
one.
what I'm saying? Just do it today. Anything positive that you're thinking about doing, just get on with it. Just start small, and then you never know where you're going to be in a year.
Yeah. Also, oh yeah, to clear up, I see the James Ellington, the OLY thing, because I know there was a controversy where there's people who was trying to fake the funk, where they tried to put this, the OLY thing.
OLY, yeah.
Yeah, the OLY.
It's like a protected title, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
So what is it? Why was people like trying to?
It's just clout, innit? Like sponsors and all that. Like, do you know what it was? It's like, I'll give you a quick example. So, back when 2012 was coming, there was a lot of money being thrown around and a lot of sponsors being thrown around.
Okay.
But there was a lot of imposters who might have done athletics, but they were rubbish.
Yeah.
And they're going into like their locals. BMW was a big sponsor, and they was like, "Oh, I'm your local athlete. My name's blah blah," and these people don't know who they are, and they're going, "Oh, you're going to be at London 2012? Yeah, free BMW. People were getting free BMWs. Right?
Oh my god!
They had to show a little, like, just write a little few things down, say like it's easy to fraud it up. You know what I'm saying?
Especially back then.
Yeah. So I remember going into the local garage and, oh, sorry, we've already got our sponsored athlete from the area. I said, who? I heard Tom blah blah. I'm thinking, who is that? I'm thinking,
Man's in my car right now.
yeah, drive around in a new 2 Series. I'm thinking, oh. So I was like, this is F3, these imposters.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think a lot of people as well, especially on social media, they say they're athletes or they're Olympians. You ain't been to the Olympics, bruv. Yeah. So that Ollie's kind of like, if you got the OLY and you putting that next to your name and you ain't, it's a protected title. Like, you can kind of get in trouble for it. So,
Okay.
do you know what I'm saying? If someone goes around saying I'm a doctor, you got to get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know it's a bit different because doctor's way more important than, in my opinion, than someone's been to Olympics. But it protects you. It gives you that, he's certified because he's using the OLY.
No, got you.
Yeah. Well, thanks for
So like a
clearing
little
that up.
trademark.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and then the socials.
Oh, you find me on Instagram at LexObM, and yeah, that's it.
You can find me at FIGHTFANTVLIVE, Instagram, TikTok. On Twitter, it is Danny Glover FFTV, and also you can find me at Danny Glover _EST. And there you have it, guys. We were joined today by our Olympian, James Ellington. So yes, remember to like, subscribe. Also, thank you to the sponsor, Treasure Boxing Club, And that's another one in the bank. It's Danny Glover. It's Big Lex. Today, we're joined by James Ellington. And remember, guys, persistence beats resistance. You know where it is.